feeling after a win, it is like you're high on something. It's incredible.
What's your fondest memory of the Champions League?
It was the AC Milan team. I think was it in '89. It was incredible. I think they won the final 4-0 or something like semi-final against Madrid. They were unbelievable. Yeah. Fantastic. That is clear for me. Then remember Barcelona because Michael Carrick, Danish guy, won it with Barcelona.
Some player, by the way.
Exactly in '92. Then I remember the '99 Man United, the triple where they beat Bayern Munich, incredible. Yeah. So great memories. But you must have some yourself, winning it, and maybe two finals where I remember I watched them against Barcelona. They were okay. That midfield, did you touch the ball?
Yeah. They weren't bad. I tried to forget about
that.
Thanks for reminding me. No, I think that's the beauty of the competition, the extremes. It's the best feeling I've ever had is winning the competition. Fortunately enough in 2008, and then the two ones we lost. Probably the 2009 was the one because we could have gone back to back, which would have been an unbelievable. So you're kind of coming away thinking, oh, we've let one go there. That was a massive opportunity. But then chasing them boys around in midfield for 90 minutes plus was a challenge. They were just such a good football team. And sometimes you got to hold your hands up, and that was a tough one to take.
Those two finals, because they were just on their peak.
Especially one at Wembley, 2011. That's as good as I've seen performance-wise.
But Xavi yesterday, you couldn't take the ball from them.
Nah, disaster for me. Big, tall, long legs.
Yeah.
They were
you
so
thought I got him? No, I didn't get him.
Every time I took one step, they took three quick ones and they were gone. So it was. But actually, the respect of understanding, that was pretty special. What I've just been close enough to witness.
Yeah. But I think it's good you won one. Then it's easier to
just a little bit. To be honest, though, after we lost in 2009. That win was almost irrelevant then. It was so sore and hurt so much to lose that it took a while to get over to then appreciate the win that we had before that.
Okay. So it should have been the other way around.
Yes, at least you finish on a high.
Yeah, exactly.
Finished like that. First Champions League game for yourself.
Looking forward to it, of course, massively. Yeah. Everything, if it's the first time, you're a little bit nervous or a little bit extra excited. Definitely be special, especially I would say when you walk out to the game and you just hear the Champions League song and okay, now it's a different tournament. It's the best tournament in the world probably. No doubt about that. So I'm quite big on one game at a time. It's completely classic, but I'm really try to have that laser focus. So we just had the international break. As we speak today, we are facing West Ham in 2 days' time. So all the focus on that. After West Ham, we will be in on a Sunday, Monday, and then we play Tuesday against Villarreal, the first Champions League game, as you say. So for me, the real focus just actually starts Sunday morning, not before, because they need to be laser focused and try to win against West Ham. Then laser focused to try to beat the Villarreal, and then the next game.
Is that you being laser focused, but there's obviously work done in the background?
Yeah.
Whether it's analysts or coaches, or you may have a glance at it to know what's coming?
I would say it's more the analysts behind it. They, of course, Sunday morning need to be ready with everything. So that's why we'll go through how do they play, how is it done, all the stats, all the video, all the set pieces, all that. We'll go through in details. So that's a quite hectic day. And then I think that's the most difficult for me, because after a game I'm always tired. I don't know with you, you have the same feeling. After a game you're always tired, and the day after you're really tired. And that's where I'm actually over time learned that Sunday will not be too long for me. Of course, there need to be things need to be done and prepared and all that, but I rather want to train later on the match day match one, so Monday, so I have more time in the morning.
Okay.
So I'm up early in the morning, and then I will have probably 3 to 4 hours preparation for myself, and that helps massively, because that's where I'm fresh. That's where I hopefully can take the better decisions. That's where I can put a good plan. But of course, I have some info from the day before. Of course, the first Champions League game at home is of course big. It's a big occasion. We want to start well, so there's probably a little extra on it. But it's basically just one of 7 games before the next international break, and all of them we need to try to see if we can win. They're equally important, more or less. Then there can be games like whatever, a Premier League opponent where I've faced that manager 6 times, so I pretty much know what to expect. Where Villarreal, never faced the manager, never faced the team. So there's more preparation going into that game, and it's perfect. We've got 2 days to prepare. That's the biggest challenge, that you don't have a week. I would love to have a normal week.
The only time I actually, fortunately, got to manage in the Champions League was against Villarreal, and
Okay.
it was.
Did you win?
Luckily, we won in the end. But
That's good. That would be our win. It would give me good luck. Okay.
Well, it wasn't a great circumstance actually. Ollie left on the Sunday, so we lost on the Saturday to Watford. Ollie left on the Sunday morning, so it was similar, quick turnaround really. I got the call to step in, so we had Sunday, Monday, and we played on the Tuesday night. It was the last one of the group stage, so we needed to win to qualify. So all of a sudden it was. So that's why I'm kind of asking of how that quick turnaround, how much you plan, because I was literally then, it was the same kind of routine because I had worked with Ollie, but it was, there you go, you got 2 days, big game, next one is always the biggest game, but it was that kind of scenario. So, and it was Villarreal as well, it was away, so it's interesting sat here now and listening to you talk about that, how things work, you know.
But I also think there's such a short turnaround, because now, okay, on the Sunday after West Ham, it will be, I will not do anything with the players. Of course, they will do recovery. Some will train a little bit more, you know. Probably do a short debrief with the West Ham game. So it's all for the coaches, and then we need to cramp everything in for the players for 1 day. Probably also a bit on the game day, but you need to be really aware of how much information you give. You can't train that much. We know that. So we try to do different things. You could be walkthrough in the dome if it's bad weather. Something on the grass, more in the tactic room. Still try to spread it over 2 days. So because I'm also a big believer of details that need to be right, but also try to find the right balance between details and that little bit of freedom, you know, yourself as a player, where you just need to let me play. Yeah. Don't speak to me. Let me run. And you know, how do we find that balance?
Yeah. Every player as an individual is different. Some players want a lot of information. Some players just want a little bit, and then kind of.
How was you?
I feel old now because the game was a lot different then. So we never actually ended up getting a lot of details. It was more towards the end when Louis van Gaal came in. That there was more detail than what I had previous. With Sir Alex especially, it was kind of the principles based, and he gave you a couple of little pointers, but it wasn't there wasn't as many meetings, there wasn't as much detail. It was the trust more and the emotion and the principles to say, right, this is what I want you to go and play. So I think the game's changed an awful lot in the last 10 years or so. I was definitely more of a, give me a little bit of information and then kind of trust me to go and play. But as a coach, understanding the players of what that means, who needs what, that's a challenge and a balance in itself for you, like you're saying there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think, as you say, you find out there's some players that can take a lot in. There's others that, as you say, just let me play. But on the flip side, you need to give the information. So let's say we go man, high pressure. That's a message I need to get across to all of them. And I need also to show video clips if it doesn't, you know, work perfectly, or move them around on the training pitch. I also think I found out that everyone keeps saying to me, less detail stuff, maybe, but I think now we can do more. I think we can do more, actually. So, but I'm also aware of that freshness, and also, you know, take the ball forward. You know, do what I trust you on the ball. You're much better than me. There's just 2 things. I need you in those positions, and then you do what you do. And then there's others. No, defensively, you need to be here. You need to do this, for example. Yeah. So I try to find that balance, but it's not.
I think that's the balance. So you're going in from international week to a league game, Premier League game, players coming back different times, and then you go into the Champions League. Then you've obviously got a game after that. Do you have a perfect structure of what it would look like in terms of preparation and what times of meetings or when you want to do tactics or even so naming a team? Sir Alex would give us an hour or 90 minutes before kick-off. That's the team. Now it's very different.
I normally, let's say we have 2 days leading into the games, the normal -2, -1. Especially on the -2, we'll train one team, change some players, and probably 9 out of 10 is the first team. We all
And
do
the players probably get a good idea.
Yeah, they get a good idea.
You can never kid the players.
Say, no, you can't. And you try to move around.
See it coming.
Yeah. Sometimes I think you should just change players just for the fun of it. For the match day, but then on the Friday match by -1, not even 9 out of 10, I'm saying 19 out of 20, something like that. I named the team, so they know, go out and train, and then they know for the match days. I think that preparation is key. Also today, the details about set pieces, I think is so important. So they need to know
bigger and bigger and bigger.
So the bits we train there, they need to know that. And how I do it right now, I've done that for a while, try to find your rhythm. So on match day -1, I have named a team, and then I got maximum 15 minutes. I really try. I think COVID helped us.
Yeah, short everything down.
I think I always was okay short, but I could easily go half an hour, 25, 20 minutes. But
there's always something extra you'd like to say.
Yeah, and you see some of the players that just, they're struggling now. I'm going to keep saying, oh, Thomas, fucking shut up, sorry. But I keep it narrow, 15 minutes, really try to be sharp, also with the analysis. No, shorter clip, no, start there. So cut 2 seconds, so it's just the message I want to get across. Let's say, phase 1, we want to bounce out, and then I see, okay, this is the 2 situations. Just literally short, bang, bang, then we out. Then we don't need to see the next 30 seconds what happened up. It's
and
the
you trust
first
the players once they've seen it. You say, right, that's in there, that's it.
So I have to have also in the right order, so they get that message across. Okay, now we're going to the next bit and try to be precise. I'm big on how to try to communicate right. So that's 50 minutes. And then if I can, then I prefer to move the group into another room where then they have the set pieces. Okay. So just break it up a little bit, because set pieces maybe 10, 12 minutes as well.
Yeah, I think it's interesting for viewers to understand the difference in the much you've got to kick-off times have a massive impact on what work you can get into the players at, whether it's meetings, training or match day preparation. And if it's a night game, you get an extra almost window where you can do some work in the morning maybe. Some managers I know have been, I have to do this, no matter what time the game. They've had to get that, because that makes them feel like they've done everything for the players. And like we were talking about before, you always feel like, I could have done a little bit more. And sometimes you lie in your bed the night before a game and you question, have we got it right? Have we done it right? Have we done enough? Have I given him too much or not enough? Were you always like that as a coach? Were you similar?
There's of course sometimes when I think, ooh, did I get it right? Of course I think that. I think over time I've been better at, they got it. Then for example, then we played Bournemouth. It was a horrendous performance. And after that, that's also the biggest learning. When I looked the game back, it didn't get better, I promise you that. So, but that I learned, I think, I didn't get that right. And sometimes, it can be other situations. But one thing in terms of not thinking too much about either tactics or the lineup, for example, we can think so much, I should play that player and that player, or maybe we'll change a little bit, if I have a left foot there or right foot there. Sometimes thinking we're definitely overthinking it too much. And the difference between players is probably like this. So I forced myself to make this, let's say we play Saturday, force myself to take a decision Thursday night. And not before I go to bed, like Thursday night, 6, 7 o'clock, boom, take a decision. Because then I sleep better, I'm more fresh next day, and then I name the team. That can be the odd one. You're in doubt of a play because of maybe a knock. Okay, that's a different thing. But I really force myself to take a decision.
Someone told me once, any decision's better than no decision. And I think it's really true, because then you know yourself. This is it.
Did you like to? What did you name your team the day before?
The team the day before, yeah.
As a player, would you have preferred that? when you look back, or was it just so used to it?
Probably, yeah, but then actually it kept everyone ready.
Yeah.
But because there was less work to do,
Yeah.
there wasn't as much work, you know. So you could turn up to the game and everyone knew their jobs really. So you could just say this is the team. But it kept everyone preparing for the game like you were starting the game, you know. So you're always on edge a little bit. Yeah, it's funny because that's what I was always coaching. Am I thinking as a player? Am I thinking as a coach?
Yeah.
It's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, there is.
Big difference. Yeah.
But there's something you definitely take from that, being a player. I've
Yeah.
never been in that. I've played grassroots level. It doesn't count, okay?
I still count.
Yeah. But you've been there, you know what they think.
Yeah.
So that's a
It actually brings a challenge in itself because then it's getting the balance. You're not a player anymore. You want to think about being a coach.
Yeah.
So you want to understand the players, but then how much do you
push them?
Yeah, how much? What way do you think?
But
You know,
also,
it's getting that balance. Actually, is when I first started was actually no. This is from a manager's or coach's point of view. This is what I want. Sometimes the players or the feelings or whatever, you know, you've got to kind of understand that that's going on, but it's not as important or whatever. You get the balance was a challenge.
Yeah.
Just moving on to match day then. So day of the game, you wake up. Have you got any kind of rituals?
The game, I think more routine. I go for a morning run every match day. I think for me it's just
You were better than me then, because I didn't manage to run enough.
You didn't?
I wish I did, but I didn't know.
Why?
No, I should have. Yeah.
You've been fit
you're
your whole
in great
life.
Condition.
Yeah,
now,
no. But I just think for me, because of, I think it started especially also with small kids. It was just a perfect time. Like logistically, it fitted in my schedule to get a run in. So I always do that. And on away trips, normally with some of the staff, so that's a good way to do it. And now when we go around
the staff
Champions
get a
League,
choice though, or not? Or is it you telling them after?
we.
Sorry guys, just
That's right.
Thomas, where'd you go running? You go Astley Park?
That was in Brentford, but I go Richmond Park.
All right.
Richmond Park.
Go watch the deers.
Yeah, no, they're big, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
After that, I go home a little bit. If I'm home, of course, away trips the same at a hotel. But if I'm home, a little bit of breakfast, a cup of coffee, depending on what time we need to leave and all that. And then I just do maybe 20 minutes last preparation because I have already prepped my analysis guides with some clips I want, all that. So, but just the last thought process through it. And then I go to the stadium. Not super early, probably half an hour before the players come. I'll just, say hello to everyone, go to my analyst, make sure the order is right with the clips, go through it. Yeah, exactly.
Don't need a clip coming from nowhere.
No, exactly. Getting all that sorted, just run it through my head so I know what I want to say and do. Yeah, then there is, I think we have pre-match, then there's the set-piece meeting first, pre-match, a little bit of relaxing, and then there's my meeting is normally 1 hour and 45 minutes before.
Okay, and would that be something where you have a kind of set structure to your meeting?
I've got more and more to a fixed structure, but not fixed. So it is the key areas to win the game. So that can be either high pressure, or it can be the phase one, or it can be how do we run and play and run inside and produce crosses. So let's say those are the three areas. Then there will be two good examples of us in phase one, either from training, where we practice it to get out. Three examples of high pressure, either when they go long, how we need to land on the second ball, or how we need to follow because we go man-man. So there will probably be up to 10, 12 clips, but again, sharp. Yeah. So I think because my total meeting will only be 7 minutes, so maybe I have a short intro, and then I have a slide in the end where I'm normally always say brave, attitude, togetherness, hard work, something like that, and then I spin the narrative around the game, around those words all the time. Okay. So the clips, of course, I know is tactical. The bits in the end, sometimes I prepare for it, other times it comes to me depending, because now
a little bit of feeling or something.
Yeah, now I've done it for so many years, so I clearly remember when I took over after Dean in Brentford, I literally practiced my last minute speech in front of the mirror.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because English was not my first language.
Yeah, okay.
So I couldn't communicate as well as I wanted to, and it was not as fluid and as off the cuff. Yeah. Now I actually walk in sometimes and what do I say? And then I walk in and say something.
Yeah. It's experience as well.
Yeah, get that experience. And then there's some games I do a little bit different. And I'm also sometimes, I'm so sick and tired of listening to myself and do the same. So I need to change it. Just put one slide. Are you ready? Yes, good. Boom, then walk out. I think I need to do something like that.
I think that bit of freshness for everyone
exactly.
sometimes helps, doesn't it?
Because they know.
Yeah.
If they don't know, then about to say, you can take it out, fucked it up too late.
All that preparation we talked about.
We've done badly. Yeah. I'll just blame the coaches.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. The one I'm interested in, and it used to be the hardest part of almost the week for me, was players go out for a warm-up. How do you manage that time before they go out for the warm-up? Change room empties. You might have one interview to do or something, but you've got 20 minutes or so on your own, and it seems to take 2 hours to kind of get through. Is there anything you do then, or do you just relax, or is there something you do in that time when there's no one in the changing room?
It's a good shout. I think a little bit, I would say I'll sit just in either changing room. If we're away, home, you have this office. A little bit.
It seems to drag, doesn't it?
It takes forever. So you're a little bit on your phone, and you okay, just waiting. Should I go out? No, I never go out. Okay, sit here, wait a little bit, And it's great. And then you can see the tension builds towards the game.
Yeah. It's funny because you do all that work and it's so intense, but change room's full.
Yeah.
Players giving information, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden they're leaving. It's just just you on your own. Yeah. It's a strange.
Yeah, it's a strange
time,
one. Maybe I should do a little bit like Klopp. You always walked out there.
Yeah, outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, I always thought that because it was. When
you always been in the changing room?
Changing room, yeah. Changing room, or maybe go to the office.
Stayed in?
Changing room and his office, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe a bit of TV or something, but.
Maybe I should. Yeah. Actually, maybe you just watch the next series.
Yeah, just
like
put something on
for
20 minutes. Yeah, little snapshot. Yeah, take it, clear your mind, refresh.
Yeah.
So moving into the game as it develops, what's your preference in terms of touchline, closer to the players, sitting on the dugout, closer to your staff and your iPad?
I think I'm too impatient to just sit down there in the dugout. I can't. And to be fair, a lot of stadiums is like you can't see anything. So I prefer to stand up to try to get the best view. I don't know. I think it's difficult to impact a game. I would love to say that.
I was going to come on to the question
of that.
Actually, how do you get it across?
Yeah. Hey, Michael, come on! It's impossible.
Yeah.
And it's stupid because I still try sometimes. So
well, you can manufacture the old timeouts effectively with sometimes, but it's.
I would love a timeout to have that every half. I think that'll be fantastic. I think it'll be fantastic for the game as well. But no, I'm definitely standing up and standing close to the players. I also think there's something in it. Sometimes, depending on the atmosphere of the stadium, you can actually get a few messages across. You can be your fullback, go, a little bit tighter. And then there is a little bit on that. Big believer of the players need to play the game. So they need to do what they need to do and take the decisions. But let's say the pressure is not right, that I definitely try to guide them on. If they, let's say I want to go man-man, they go.
Getting that bit of energy and feeling a little bit.
Yeah, not only energy, but also if they're not there, that makes sure they're not in the right position.
Extra push.
Get an extra push.
How much do you relate with your staff in terms of information? Because that's probably changed over time, the amount of stuff or the amount of things, technology, the information you can get. How much other information do you rely on receiving from your staff?
For me, more eyes for myself, but I like to have input from my coaches, of course. If they see anything we need to change, then I'm very, very open for that. I sometimes look at the iPad if I want to see something, just a little idea of it. But I'm big on in the moment. Okay, boom, no, I want that clip. Take that, high pressure. Oh, no, take that.
As soon as you see it,
as soon as I see it, I say, boom, no, I want that. And then sometimes I think, okay, make sure those two are definitely highlighted. We need to show that.
And then going into half time, when do you start thinking, or does that just go as the half goes about, right, half time I need to say this is the way the games go, I need to show certain things? How much preparation do you put into that?
I think I remember there was a certain time where I was really preparing like, okay, now we have 5 minutes to the half time. Now I need to start writing down.
Quite structured.
Quite structured. Yeah. So I would say I'm a little bit more, not as structured, but I have a structure. So of course I have the off bit on the diff bit on my paper, and I always, when I see something, just put a little note down. But before, just a couple of minutes before halftime, just look. Okay, you need to be sure about these 3 areas, and then we go in. Then I say I want to see these clips, watch through them, and then I say to my coaches, "This is what I see. Boom, 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 boom. Do you have anything to add?" And then they have something to add. So, okay, I agree. No. Okay, boom, and then I walk into the player.
Half time seems quite a long time, but actually once you're in the changing room, it's by the things
nothing.
going on and sometimes emotion, and all of a sudden you're talking like only a few minutes to get your messages across, really.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's quite short, isn't it? And
Yeah,
that's the talking about influence the game. That's your main impact now of what's next when you've got everyone together. Yeah.
And I show 1 to 3 clips.
Yeah.
At half time, and then I speak a little bit more. I think I'm actually relatively short when I speak there. 3 minutes maybe. What about you? What did you do?
I like doing it straight away actually. So I'd go there and speak, and then maybe 1 or 2 clips of a team, generic if there's a, and then. Because I like to get in there and then almost set the narrative of this is it. Because I know other managers have played, and they might leave you for 5 or 6 minutes and then come in, and by that time, you know what players are like. They've all got different opinions, which is fine. But then all of a sudden they're always thinking about different things. I quite like going in there and saying, right, this is it, and then picking players off a little bit more with some clips or individual things or unit things after that a little bit.
Yeah. One thing I was thinking about before the game. When you have that, do you say anything to the players before the game, before they walk out? So you know, okay, now the bell goes and there's 1 minute.
I left them at that point. I left them at that point. Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
I left them at that point. I'd stand at the door and see them as they all went out, but I'd leave them before.
So when after the warm up they come in,
yeah,
you said nothing.
I'll leave them. A few little messages here and there, but I wouldn't. I'd leave the players then in terms of,
Maybe I should do that.
So game's done. Results the result. How do you then take it all in?
And put it this way, it's much easier when we win. Huh? Everything is easy when we win.
You can say anything.
Yeah. After the game, I always go in and say something. A little bit the same there. Sometimes I wish you don't want to say too much. If we're losing, we play badly. You're so frustrated or irritated. But I can't remember a game where I've been having a big rant, a big go at the players, because I really try to control my emotions. I don't think there's any good in that. Of course, I would say there was a really bad performance today, guys, or whatever I say, but I always try to say a few things. If we've lost and played badly, it's difficult in the evening. I really try to get out of the system. So definitely, if it's only me and my wife, I'll definitely try to watch a film or something like that. So just do something different. Sometimes, you know, because we have friends over with Denmark, then actually that's not too bad to have. Sometimes you're thinking, oh my God, I don't want to be together with anyone now. But it's
the best thing sometimes.
It's actually the best thing to do that. But I also say that I have that 24-hour rule. Say you can be happy because I think it's important to celebrate our wins. We put so much effort into it, and in a good season, how many games do we win? 20, 30 maybe. I know the top teams maybe win more, but there's still so much suffering. So in that moment, why not enjoy it and be happy? But on the flip side, you can't be too down. So maximum 24 hours. It's also remarkable the day after how tired you feel if you've won or not. It's crazy.
The effect's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
It's hard to describe, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be possible because it's
even
important, but it's not
positive
important.
And encouraging person, if the results have an effect on you, 100%. Yeah.
But I think it depends a little bit. If we played badly and lost, that's the worst feeling. If we played very well and still lose, I'm a little bit more positive. And then I try to get it out of the system. I think where I'm fresh again is definitely following morning, not the day after, but 2 days after.
Yeah, and then you go again.
Yeah, there you go again. Yeah, exactly.
All over again. The whole thing all over again.
And your day after that game in the evening where you're so tired,
you're
thinking, I don't want to do this anymore, whatever. Then day after, sun is shining, okay.
Great, let's go again.
Let's go again, yeah.
Last one for me then. So all that we've discussed, pretty much the whole thing. What's your best part of your week?
The feeling after a win, especially if you played well or big win.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It is like you can't say it like drug, you know. It's like you're high on something. It's incredible, and that is the blessing and the curse. Let's say we planned for 2 days. We trained everything. The game plan is just working, and we're winning. That's the perfect moment.
This is sometimes actually a win, or you win and everyone says you played fantastic, and in your mind you're thinking, I didn't like that.
No, we didn't like it. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny how the feelings go. but you'll take the win.
Yeah, I'll take the win, definitely.
Thank you. I've really
It was a
enjoyed
pleasure.
that, and good luck over the next few games.
Thank you very much. We need that. Thank you. Thank you very much.